There is a fatigue a lot of Christians are feeling right now, and the problem isn't Jesus. It's what we've made with Christianity. And honestly, I am tired. The debates, the politics, the arguing over conviction, what's real, what isn't. Sometimes it feels like Christians are so loud that we can't even hear God's voice anymore. We're going to Manhattan. This is my sister, Fais coucou à la caméra, coming all the way from Paris, France. She's currently doing her makeup. We are 1 hour away from Manhattan, so let's chat. And just know that if I'm looking directly at the camera, it's because I'm at a red light. I am driving safely. I stumbled upon a TikTok this week of Daniel Caesar. I guess he dropped a Christian gospel album. That's a whole debate by itself. But people were recording people who didn't seem to be enjoying themselves. And people in the comments were calling them lame, calling them losers, saying that they were possessed by demons, saying that too bad for them, they're going to hell. And that was based off of a 15-second video recording. So I'm sitting there and I'm watching this and I'm thinking, we can't call each other Christians and condemn each other. Like, the Bible literally says that we should go ahead and multiply. And by multiply, he doesn't mean make offsprings, but make more disciples and bring more people to the light. I obviously can't look up my notes, but I can think of 2 verses in Matthew 28 and somewhere in John where it says to go make disciples and to just love one another. And can you imagine being that girl in the video? Like, let's just assume that she doesn't know God, that she's never been to church, and that was her first time seeing people worship, bowing down their heads, lifting their hands, crying. If I had never seen that, because I grew up in the church, but if I didn't, I too would be a little uncomfortable. I would just be curious. Like, do we really think that a video like that and comments like that is going to make her want to come to Christ? And I'll be honest, I was ready to argue in those comments. Like, I kind of did a little, but the replies that I received, wild. And that's when I told myself, yeah, I'm not doing this. It's okay. I just dropped it because, again, I'm just tired. But this is a prime example of what I mean by Christian fatigue, the exhaustion of seeing people fight, people being divided, seeing people argue. And the crazy part is, this is supposed to be my community. As a Christian and as a follower of Christ, my own community is just exhausting me. If I wasn't a believer and I didn't already know God, I don't think I would want to join this community, because you don't actually feel God's love from it. And what we unfortunately see happening is people walking away from God or refusing to get to know Him because they blame humans and people's sins on Jesus. They punish God for people's actions and what they do in His name when that really isn't His fault. Say hi.
Hi.
On dit coucou. She's working on her English, guys, so I'm actually going to speak English with her.
Yes.
Vas-y, montre ce que je t'ai appris.
She's going to speak in English so that I can learn how to speak with you guys.
Yes. And no judgment, because there was a day where I couldn't speak English too, right? So, patience. For the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, patience, right? She's not understanding. It's okay. Bye. I really believe that's why God tells us that loving Him and loving thy neighbor are the most important commandments, because following His commandments without His love can become manipulative and even weaponized. And on the flip side, claiming to love Him but not following His commandments can be misleading. So when I say Christian fatigue, it's about people misrepresenting Jesus, but it's not about Christ Himself. Like, He's still pure, He's still the truth, He's still holy. It's the noise and the division that drains us and full exhaustion, but let's not take it out on God, because it has nothing to do with Him. God has nothing to do with this mess. It's our pride, our ego, our jealousy, our nonsense that gets in the way. Although we're children of Christ, we're not like Him. We're not perfect. So obviously we will make mistakes and we're going to have shortcomings, and that's okay. But it's about actually fixing those mistakes when we realize that we are making them. But when I see arguments like the whole Charlie Kirk situation, my head was literally hurting. I had to take a social media break because the amount of arguments in the Christian community was wild, and it was such a bad look from people who are not part of this community. Like, can we just relax? Like, literally, can we just love? Let's just love, please. Maybe it's time to step away from all the noise and take a little social media breaks, that we can reduce the distractions but actually hear God's voice clearly. Because have you ever felt like God was speaking to you clearly and you felt like a conviction, and then you open TikTok and it clouds your whole judgment and your whole opinion shifts, and then you start doubting what God told you because of what people are saying? Like, we need to stop letting people cloud our judgment and let all the noise get in the way of us getting close to God. I think there is a choir. Alabama's got me so upset. Tennessee made me lose my rest. Everybody knows about Mississippi cartel. So remember, if you're also experiencing Christian fatigue, it's not God who's hurting you, it's people. So don't take it out on him or others, as a matter of fact. Just be the example and show love to all. So I pray that you can remove all the noise and that you can focus on the source, which is God, so that you can hear his voice clearly. In whose name? Hey, freedom is mine. Freedom today is mine. I told Satan, get thee behind. Freedom today is mine.